It's caramel and peanuts. And our favorite Dr. Chef, Robert Irvine. Is he really a doctor or just a chef? I think he's just a chef. Hey, it's Brian Late back with a review you can use. And here we have from FitCrunch, the Robert Irvine brand, a new peanut butter a new protein bar that I don't remember shooting. I looked at my list, I haven't seen it, but maybe it's waiting to be edited somewhere. And here we have the caramel peanut natural flavor whey protein baked bar, and my nose itches. So we have 30 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar, gluten-free, powered by Fortifix. I don't know. Fortifix? Fortifx. My goal is simple. I want to empower people through food and fitness to thrive each day. Chef Robert Irvine. Man, this wrapper is noisy. So there's a whole long list of stuff that I'm not going to read, but contains milk, soy, almond, and peanut products. Manufactured, if you couldn't figure out from the wrapper. Manufactured in a plant that processes milk, soy, wheat, tree nut, peanut, and egg products. I don't remember is, okay, so we have 16 sugar alcohols. That's quite a bit. So we'll see. So I'm expecting this to be very sweet because of that. Only 6 grams of sugar, including 5 grams of added sugar. So there's 1 natural gram and 5 added. So there we go. All right, so let's find out how it tastes. Noisy wrapper. So, it's got a nice chocolatey aroma with hints of caramel. And we have the kind of as we come to expect from this brand, the kind of bumpy texture. I think that's where a lot of the whey protein is, in those little, I don't know, crunchies. Cross section, so we have the wafer where we know there's a lot of whey protein. Looks like a layer of caramel. There's probably peanuts in here. And there, you don't really see chunks of peanuts, but let's see how it tastes. Now that's interesting because with 16 grams of sugar alcohols, I was really expecting it to be very, very sweet. And it isn't nearly as sweet as I thought. I'm not sure if the caramel, I don't really know. Maybe the caramel has most of those sugar alcohols in them. And since it's so thin and it's kind of overwhelmed by some of the other flavors, it doesn't feel, on the picture here, they show chunks of peanuts and stuff. And it kind of sort of looks like that, but that's a bit more of an artist rendering. But it did have texture like it had bits of peanuts, but I didn't find any. I mean, even in the cross section here, maybe that's what that is right there. Point with the knife so you can see. I don't know, but it has this kind of nougaty core like a lot of these do. But that's good. I may like this one better than the birthday cake. And the birthday cake is not a huge hit with me, but I actually like that one. The cookie dough was pretty good, and the regular, I think it was chocolate and peanuts, but this is peanut and caramel with some chocolate. But that's good. Or caramel if you are so inclined. So there we go. I give this one a solid 8.5. There's very few bars I've had that have been better than this. This one's pretty good. Definitely recommend. Obviously it is a little messy. It is a little soft. I mean, it is supposed to be, it's baked, and as well as the chocolate. So be mindful if you have this and you leave it in your car or something, it's going to be a mess. You could take some with you, like hiking or something, if it's in something that's insulated from the heat, either from you or the outside. But you're better off just kind of leaving this in the cabinet, having it at home. I wouldn't suggest eating it on the go in a car or something because it's going to crumble and get all over the place. But definitely a good way, pun intended, to get some protein. With 30 grams of protein, 380 calories for the whole bar. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of the 16 grams of sugar alcohol, so if you have a sensitivity or whatever, kind of know how much you can do. Still really don't understand, haven't decided if they count for carbs or don't count for carbs. There are people on both sides. Given that they're not typically digestible, I would say no, they don't really count for carb because you're not going to digest them. That's why be mindful, because it could cause your, depending if you have a sensitivity, your colon could go nuts and kind of flush you out. And then the proprietary Fortifx, I guess, so Fortifx protein blend is whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, and milk protein isolate. There is some protein isolate in here. It's the fourth source of protein. It's not in the matrix. So that blend, you know, and there's peanuts. So that might be 5 or 6 grams. What I don't know is how much of the blend is in here. If that's 20 grams of protein, if it's half of the 30. Usually these things are listed in order of how much is in them. So I want to believe that that's a majority of the protein source, but I don't know how much of that. So again, just kind of keep that in mind if you're watching your soy protein, or if you need soy protein, because maybe you are trying to increase your estrogen. This may not be enough soy protein in that case, and it may be too much on the other way. But also be mindful of 380 calories. This is not, you know, if you got 30 grams of protein in a whey protein shake, you're probably going to be at half or less of the calories, but you also don't have some of the fats and other things that make this fulfill, you know, this fills you up a little bit and makes you satiated some because of the leptin response. But you're not going to get a huge insulin spike either, so you're not going to get that carb crash going for you. So there you go. But yeah, solid 8.5, maybe 8 3/4 if I really am pushed. But it's good. I really like it, and it's recommended. All right. See you next time. Thanks for subscribing over here. Thanks so much for the retweets as we put these out on Twitter, getting more and more fitness followers every week. It's great. Have you had this? Do you like them? Do you have a flavor of theirs that you haven't seen reviewed on this channel but you want? Let me know and we'll do it. All right. See you next time. Bye. Although I guess I should change this other stuff. I can't believe I haven't done this one already. I didn't get a rock one. No.